Hi everyone, welcome back or welcome on in if you are new here. Today we're going to be checking out Reka, a new indie game that was just released. I am so intrigued to play this game. Not only am I Baba Jaga's apprentice, I'm channeling my inner witch, but also I just cannot wait to see the scenery and how atmospheric this game really is. But before we jump into it, I would just like to say thank you so much to Fireshine for gifting me a game key and for allowing me to check out the early access, so I really appreciate that. Let's get exploring! First and foremost, I was obsessed the moment I loaded into this game, and during my first playthrough of Reka, it is honestly so beautiful, cozy, yet spooky at the same time, which is definitely up my alley, and it really has a unique atmospheric vibe. The detailing in this game is absolutely stunning, from the realistic lighting to the intricate details and elements. You can really tell it is cozy, warm, but chilling at the same time. So whether you're new to the game or already familiar with it, I've actually got 12 beginner tips to help you get started on your magical journey in Reka. Once you load the game and start, you actually begin with character customization. And since the game is in early access, there are already so many options to choose from, and I'm sure there are going to be more to come. You can toggle between different skin tones, facial features like freckles, hair types, and eye color. There are also some cool accessories like headpieces, bandanas, chokers, and rings. I really love the fact that there's also some tattoos in here as well, and I'm excited to see more options later down the roadmap. The customization UX is super smooth and seamless, and I love the sound effects as well. It's really comforting, which is also great to see, so you can really spend hours on this if you would like to as well. But don't worry, you can also change your character's look and outfit later in this game, so don't spend. I'll also be touching on a little bit more about the character customization in this video as well. Reka really throws you into quest right from the start, and you don't even realize it until you start talking to different villagers. And it's really important to talk to villagers in order to unlock these side quests. And most of these quests involved in finding lost items or foods, ingredients, or even the animals. Main quests usually kick off when you arrive at a new settlement, and you might start finding out and determining what is a main quest. With these main quests, you'll also notice that you're going to start discovering more about Baba Jaga herself. But pay attention to villagers' conversations about her, because some fear her while others are quite intrigued and will drop some hints about her history and mystery. Be sure to explore every dialogue as it unlocks more quests, and for each quest that you complete, you'll earn rewards like coins, crops, ingredients, or decorating items. Surprisingly, really early on in the game, you'll actually meet the iconic Baba Jaga herself. She'll give you side quests that kickstart your apprentice journey with her. One of the first things you'll do is fetch a talisman, which unlocks the ability to fast travel home later in the game. Trust me, this is going to be so handy and save you loads of time, but I'll dive into that more a little bit later. However, by meeting Baba Jaga, you'll uncover historical Slavic sites and learn more about Slavic mythology, which is really exciting in the game, and I am looking forward to it so much more. There's also a little hidden note in this game with the word Reka and the name Reka, which means river in Slavic languages. It turns out that the Spree River also used to be called Reka by the Slavs that lived in this region. So it's really exciting how they've incorporated this in the game, and rivers are a significant importance in this game as well, and you'll encounter them a lot in the game. After assisting Baba Jaga, you'll get to build your very own chicken-legged hut, which is what we've all been waiting for, and honestly, this is what intrigued me the most about this game. Baba Jaga uses her magic to build it, and you'll perform a ritual with her. Once you have built this, you can pretty much start customizing and building your very own chicken-legged hut. The building mechanics can feel a little bit tedious and tricky at first, but once you get the hang of it, you'll find that controls are quite intuitive and it's quite easy to build from then on. I've noticed and heard a lot from others that using a controller for building is actually a lot more easier, so I might give that a go a little bit later myself. It's really important because this allows you to see what to build, from the furniture to wall decorations and other items to build your hut. Exploring is key in Reka, and I unfortunately learned the hard way. After building my hut, when I've played this for the very first time on stream, I rushed to the next settlement because it just prompted us to travel, and I missed out on hidden items like coins and decor. So I did a second save, and boy, I was so pleased that I did this and thankful. By being able to explore around this beautiful atmospheric world, the whole point of this game is to really enjoy the nature and aspects and different elements in each settlement. By searching carts, wishing wells, and even abandoned homes, you can find hidden treasures. These include decorations, coins. Foraging in this game is also really crucial, so keep an eye out for mushrooms, which are edible, honeycombs up in trees or even stumps, and hanging sacks that you can find up on trees, as well as campsites. These are really great to get extra ingredients that you'll need later for cooking. I particularly really love the animation of being able to forage. I love that you do have these crows as your tools, I suppose you can say, and you can use them to forage all these different items. So you can aim at the different sacks, or you can use them to forage the berries from the bushes. I really love this because it really shows that witchy side of things, and it's so satisfying. There's just something about it and I can't explain. It also seems like there's no limit to how many crows you can use. For example, with arrows, if you're doing bow and arrow, there's obviously a limit to it, but take it and use it to your full advantage. Exploring this game is also really important for side quests, as you'll stumble along different sites, such as graveyards, that you can interact with and be rewarded, as well as completing the quest and getting a reward from a villager. With all the foraging that you're doing, be sure to keep those berries in hand, just in case you stumble across some docile deers. By approaching them slowly, you can feed them berries and actually befriend one. Like all cozy games, you need a cozy companion. I love that while exploring in Reka, you will stumble across stray animals such as cats. You are able to actually decide on rescuing and adopting them. Now for journal and inventories, you'll actually receive a journal during your first interaction with Baba Jaga. The journal will be your best friend. It allows you to track your ingredients, goods, recipes, main quests, and side quests, as well as staying on track by pinning locations on your map. Since this is early access, it looks like there's going to be updates to come later in the roadmap to the journals. Once you have unlocked your chests and placed them in your house, I would recommend starting early in the game to organize everything. And you'll want to store extra ingredients in your chest to save more space. I've noticed since during my gameplay, the storage caps at 64 for each item, so managing is important. Once you have placed your skeleton chair, you can use it to travel across the map. This feature is amazing because it lets you move faster between locations, and honestly, it is giving House Moving Castle vibes, which I am obsessed with. One note though is that once you leave a settlement, you can't return, so make sure you have explored thoroughly before you move on, and don't make the same mistake that I did at the beginning. For cooking, I found it a little bit to be like a guessing game. I was actually searching or hoping for in the quest and side quests that I will receive a recipe, but you actually don't find them. Instead, you figure them out by experimenting with the ingredients, well, that's how I've learned so far, at the oven in your hut. Food isn't a necessity from what I've noticed, but it's great for completing quests or just decorating your home. And it's also a great way to offer and also sell if you want to get more coins. Now, back to the character customization and changing your look. After you actually complete a task in the first settlement at Kopnik, you'll find a mirror in the Gloomy Ruins area. It's an abandoned home, and basically you'll just have to complete some tasks and interact with the mirror, and you'll be able to take it home. It's really simple to interact with. Once you've placed it in your house, you can try on all the outfits you've collected once you interact with it. Fast travel home will be your savior. It is unlocked through the talisman at the beginning once you have your first interaction from Baba Jaga. Anytime you're far away or just really need to head back home and can't be bothered trekking back, you just hit the fast travel button, which you see on the bottom right hand corner. There's no cooldown from what I've understood and learnt so far, so you can use it as often as you like, which is really convenient. Last but not least, Reka is all about the decorating and your chicken leg hut. So don't leave items in your inventory. Make sure to decorate everything. Functional items like your bed and Baba Yaga's chest are especially important. You can interact with the chest daily to receive gifts from Baba Yaga. I'm not sure how frequently the gifts respawn, but it seems to be once a day so far. Also, with your functional decor items such as your bed, you can interact with this in order to sleep and change the time of day. I love toggling between these two because the atmosphere and the landscaping is so gorgeous. Looking at the night sky as well as the morning sun, this game is truly beautiful. But that is all for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it and that you enjoy your gameplay of Reka too. Let me know what you love so far about this witchy game, and please be sure to like, subscribe, and also leave a comment below if you're enjoying the content. So thank you to Fireshine Games for granting me early access and a game key. I really enjoyed it. I really appreciate it. I had a lot of fun. I'm loving the building aspect and the side quests, and I love how my character's looking. This game is stunning. And honestly, the atmosphere and the vibes is amazing, and I love it, I love it, I love it. You've definitely done a wonderful job, and I look forward to continuing playing this game.